For me, it was learning it in home, seeing it modeled. I remember once our attorney, who was of a different faith, had this experience. He was blown away by just the family unity that we had. He even asked to come and spend a holiday with our family just so that he could watch the interaction, see and learn behind the scenes what was the secret to our family. But we grew up with very, very strong family values. And it was, my mother answered and said, she said, it's easy. She said, you just live the life before them. So because we grew up in a Christian home with a saved mother, a saved father, they modeled for us Christianity. They modeled for us a godly life, being able to love each other, being able to forgive each other, having the reconciliation when necessary, being able to talk through difficulties. And so it was a wonderful blessing growing up, not only the family that prays together, stays together, but we said the family also that plays together. We had fun together as a family. Sometimes it's always serious when they need to have a family meeting. We didn't wait until we needed to have a family meeting. We had fun times. We scheduled our fun time. Life, we found, will automatically schedule pain for you. So we must intentionally schedule our pleasure. And that's what we did. We scheduled our pleasure, our times of playing together. We vacationed together. We did sports together. So we did so much together as a family. And so I naturally instituted these things in my own family, and it's just been an incredible joy to me. Yeah, absolutely. You know, just like one thing, I taught them deliberately about what to do with money. I was able to find a bank, a little bank for them to be able to save their own money. And it had three faces on it. One was the face of a church, one was the face of a store, and the other one was the face of a bank. So it taught them the three things that you can do with your money. You can give it to God, you can spend it at the store, or you can save it or invest it. So we taught them in a very practical, visual way, those three things that you do with your money. You know, it's have money, give the portion that belongs to God, spend some on yourself, but also save some, invest some for yourself. And so we were teaching them about money. We taught them about health, eating proper nutrition, fruits and vegetables, drinking plenty of water, getting sufficient rest in their body, to live a balanced life. Who wants to be spiritual or to have money and then you're sick in your body? So it's the whole person. And that's one of the things that I appreciate by learning from my own parents was the balance of a whole family life. I've seen some people that go off on the spiritual deep end and then their finances are in a mess, their physical health is in a mess, and even their families are in a mess, but they love Jesus. So, but that's not the wholeness. I mean, the peace actually means wholeness. It's actually an integer, being one, being whole. And so to be whole is better than to be healed. It's because it's nothing broken and nothing missing. That's the real understanding of peace. And so we've always had that in our family. Nothing broken, nothing missing, because there's always been the healing grace of God, and we've worked on balancing body, mind, spirit, and finances. I would say to them, prioritize them. Don't merely prioritize your schedule, but schedule your priorities. Schedule the priority of spending time with your children, talking with them, hearing their hearts. Real communication, dialogue, literally comes from the word dialogos, which means flow of meaning. It means that you allow them to share, they share with you, and great significance flows out of that for both parties to understand each other. Good parenting is not just the parent telling the child everything. It's listening. It's seeking to understand before seeking to be understood. And it is actually commending in them good things, celebrating the good things that they do right, and not always just correcting what they do wrong. Children have a tendency to become what you encourage them to become and not for what you criticize them for not being. So we always looked at it from the positive perspective of an encouraging positive qualities, because we raise children according to their natural bend, knowing that child and seeing the gift of God in them and encouraging that and celebrating that, having a wonderful time and creating open communication. That's really the key of a wonderfully blessed relationship. I would say to them, find a way to make it fun. Otherwise, it'll be hard. And what's hard, we withdraw from. It's much easier to be consistent with something if you find a way to make it fun. Like, I'm called to ministry. So I said, because I'm called to do it, I have to do it. I may as well have fun doing it. And so I have fun doing it wherever I am in the world. It doesn't matter the circumstances. I'm going to find something that I can find and to make it fun, because whatever is fun to you is also easy. I was able to learn the Spanish language because I had a teacher who had the gift of making learning the language fun. She brought the Mexican culture into the classroom. We made tacos. We made burritos. The class took a trip to Mexico. We had a blast. Y ahora la lengua del español como una lengua segundo a mí. And now Spanish is like a second language to me. So, but it was only because she had this gift of making it fun. So have fun with it. Have fun with math. Have fun with history. Find a way. Play games. My twins, as they worked through school, they had little systems of things. You do this part, you do that, you quiz me on this. They made it a fun thing. They were organized, they were structured, but they made it fun, so that learning was not a punishment to them. It was a pleasure. And even in teaching in some parts of the Japanese culture, they would actually have the child to learn knowledge and then give them a taste of honey. And it taught them subconsciously that knowledge is sweet. And it triggered a positive memory with learning. And so if you can have a positive experience with it, as opposed to being pressured to meet an expectation, to meet a deadline, learn to have fun with it. Do it, but find a way to have fun. Find a partner who enjoys it. Somebody who's got the knack of it, and allow them to sort of tutor you and see the secrets that they have discovered that help make it learning fun for them. Make it fun, and you'll do it a long time.